Most people, either they don't pray nowadays, or if they pray at a verbal level. And then also the changes are there, but very minimum. So you have to start imbibing, assimilating, integrating the mantra in you. Today's mantra is feminine energy, the primal, Shakti, the yin yang, the feminine part of it, without which everything else is incomplete. Om Dam Durgaye Namah. 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 These are the most auspicious times. Auspicious means that all of us are really blessed because so many enlightening things are happening on the planet. And on the surface, it will look, oh, this is absurd, this has never happened, this could never have happened. For example, I watched the presidential debate and it was like cat and mouse. So things are different. We used to try to learn how to communicate based on how the presidents, etc., talk and communicate, etc., and it's changed. Now probably they have to learn from us. So it's a different time. And because of all these things, really absurd things. Yesterday I remember that someone had asked for some help because the lady was very, very disturbed. So I remember that this lady was very disturbed and her husband had come and they were going through a divorce, and they didn't go through with the divorce because the husband sort of was not accepting, etc. And it's okay. Sometimes we have to let go of. So the divorce was there, but this lady was left very impacted. And then after one day I got a call that, oh, we are going to be taking ayahuasca because it's a drug which is considered that if you take it, then it leads you to hallucinations, and those hallucinations may be enlightening. And this is a theory. And recently also sometimes asked me, and the thing is that if someone is really depressed, like suicidal, and that drug, there have been cases when ayahuasca has helped, or someone who has been taking hard-coded drug user. But everyone else who goes for things like ayahuasca in search of enlightenment, if you are looking for effect or etc., I don't really think of it as good or bad. If it's in the universe, you can get away with the responsibility without hurting anyone. If you take this drug called ayahuasca, okay, if you took it and it makes you vomit a lot, and after that you have hallucinations again. Maybe the hallucinations are good for you. I have seen some documentaries that some hard-coded people who were drug addicts, and one case there was that who was suicidal, they were helped apparently. So, okay. But this lady called me and she says, I'm taking. And then I really do not think that by taking any drug, people can become enlightened. You are in this class, so I would even tell you the opposite. You have to be so strong inside yourself that if God was to come as a person, let us say, and said, you are a good guy or you are a good lady, you have done a good job, here, this is the candy of enlightenment. You say, F you. You need to have the strength to say no, because you don't take things which are your own birthright as a favor. The whole play of this life, of everything that you have done and you have not done, everything that has happened and has not happened, is based on you achieving enlightenment. And enlightenment is your and ours birthright, and it will happen 3 seconds, 3 months, 30 years, 300 years before you're born. Don't worry about it. But you have to strive and not expect it that something like ayahuasca or some candy will be given, even if God says, F you, because we are meant to grow in the process of uncovering the enlightened self in ourselves. It's not supposed to be easy, and it certainly is not expected to be popular. It's not a pop candy. It's a difficult and at the same time very easy. It's difficult because you have to fight with the self which is looking for it. So it's like the snake eating its own tail. It's a symbol of infinity. Something that cannot be resolved. So if God was to come and say, oh, Marina, John, Morgan, Preeti, Robin, Zarina, Suzanne, this is the candy that will make you enlightened and you have been a good person. You say no thanks. Because being enlightened is my birthright. It's inside me. The whole story of the universe, everything that is happening millions and billions of years away in the whole universe, and everything that is happening so close to you, and everything that is happening inside you, everything that it is happening outside and inside you. The whole universe is just a game for you to be enlightened, and it has got to be done in the tough way. Tough for you. If it's easy, means it's not. So the first story was that there was this person, this lady, and she called me and said, oh, can I take it? And I said, no, you shouldn't. If you can do anything that you want without, if it's not hurting someone, it's your own body if you want to. But do not expect enlightenment. And within 90 days, there was a call and there were panic attacks and she was suicidal and all that. So anything that brings you something from the outside, even if it's God giving you something, because it is outside of you, external, will have the other side effect. But the upside was, yesterday I was told that this person has on the Facebook gathered more than 100 people and is offering enlightenment or something like this, some retreat where people went and ate mushrooms and had hallucinations and vomited. And that's the thing. Because all of you in our times can be a guru, a teacher, a healer, not a big deal, very easy. But finding someone who would trust you to heal them. Really difficult. Unlocking the enlightenment and the healing powers and energy inside you, very easy. Finding someone who accepts that healing energy coming from you or accepts the clarity flowing from through you, really difficult. May happen, may not happen. But each person can be and has the right and is mandated, and that is the main game, to be self-enlightened about the self. And people are looking for this enlightenment and end up looking for sex, money, respect. Three things that are moving the world. And at the end of the time, most of the time even, it's to impress someone, so it comes down to sex or respect. These things change. And when these two are not achievable, then the person's sublimation of the mind is, okay, if I have money, then I'll have these things, then people will respect me, and then this will. And it's an absurd notion of our times that if someone has a lot of money, all the clothes and everything is Gucci and the cars are the latest and whatever, we have a tendency that this guy is worth more of my respect. And then, because we have made a comparison, we are led down to our own self-depreciation. We have to respect everyone. Everyone on the planet is having a tough time. We are all connected. Just because someone has cars and toys and thingies, these are all toys, doesn't mean that the person is suffering less. In fact, if you go to any really rich guy and you tell him, oh, dude, you had such a cool life, like they might say, yes, I went to Himalayas, etc. or something. I took a helicopter there. I was in some place or something. But if you said you had an easy life, you had an amazingly easy life, everyone will get angry. No, you don't know. My father was alcoholic. My mother was this, etc. When I was in school. Today, I was reading that one of the headlines was Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton, whom everyone invaded and wanted and was so crazy about. Today, admitted that at school she was bullied and harassed and all that, etc. So if everyone wants a sob story, we shown that their life had so many issues, and then we got over. And of course, everyone started out as a sperm, and then grew and grew and grew and grew, and different things happened in life. And everyone can say, "Oh, it was so difficult. I was in the stomach 9 months, and I was in a prison, and nothing could happen, and my mom was emotional, and all this, etc. And then I came out, and then I was naked, and then I did this, and I did that, etc." Everyone can tell the story of life as we want it, but the reality is, and there's not even any, since we are living on the planet, we are blessed, we are lucky, different people, extensions of our own inner core self. Everyone else is differentiated by us only in terms of body and their minds. But at a level of the largeness of our heart, in the deeper, we are all one. Like the same sun is being reflected in millions of mirrors and lakes and ponds and drops of water, the same sun. So at the level of the sun, we are all one. And each one has got a different role. And next life or previous life, we had that role. We keep on jumping our bodies from one body to another, from one role to another. So we have had all those. And we said, no, when I was so rich, I really didn't do anything big in my life. I just collected money. I just collected relation. I did it. So all those things that people have, and we tend to envy or feel jealous of them, etc. or we can have a judgment and put it down, or we can have a judgment and put them up. It's all a mind game. We have to start seeing everyone as being the son or daughter of the primal mother energy, that is Durga. And Durga is the warrior motherhead, the divine, the primal, the first. She's called the Adi Devi. Adi in the terms being the first, the original yang to the yin, or maybe yin to the yang. So she is the first energy, and she is blessing not only us, but everything and everyone continually, but people are blind to the blessings. The sun is the most powerful entity or phenomenon because it is giving energy to the whole universe, burning and giving energy. But if each one of us says, I want to close my eyes, there's only darkness. The sun cannot win over your own personality, over your own ego, over your own thoughtlessness of keeping yourself in the dark. It's your job and it's your right. Because if everything in the universe will be dictated by the primal energy, the thoughts in our head. The thoughts in our head create the contrast to the blessings flowing through us. If there will be no sun, there cannot be a shadow. If there will be a no contrast, there cannot be a polarity of our life going from one end to another, night to day, day to night, night to day. And some people can say, yes, I just want day, and I just want good things, etc. Yes, but we came for an adventure on the planet or in any life, because we are so proud we came and then we achieved this, etc. An adventure means that we are going to be fighting over a demon. And when we feel that this demon is too much for us, and these demons are what? Jealousy, judgment, greed, wanting to be having somewhat more than we have, etc. All these are demons. Anything that shakes our balance is demon. And then we pray to the primal mother energy. And her blessings wash out our soul from all the small things of the mind that we think are important. Durga means fourth. Durga also means the difficult one or the angry one that kills the demon. She has got several stories. So her story is that in our scripture, no matter if you're a demon, no matter if you are a god, all superpowers that the demons and gods have are received by one method. And that method is praying to the God that you believe in. And in very different ways, in many different ways. Some of the gods, they stood on one leg, and even today there are places where you will go, you'll find people standing on one leg, people standing on their head, different convoluted ways. Because the more difficult your penance is while you're praying, the more superpowers you're supposed to be getting. And we are all very lucky. We live in times of COVID, so we are already in a very difficult position when mankind has isolated, everyone is in a mask, and people are even afraid of looking at each other in the face or exchanging eye glances, etc. It's a different time. So we are already in a difficult position. So now when we pray, to the original divine blessings of the mother. It's as good as standing on your head or like whatever. So one of the demons stood and for years prayed continuously to God Brahma, demon. And Brahma then has to appear, and the demon says, I want to be immortal. And Brahma says, even I go through cycles. Imagine that answer of the Brahma. Even I became a Brahma by praying and meditation and penance, and so even I am a part of the cycle. This is a very subtle hint. It's not something expounded in, it's just one of the dialogues, one line only. So you have to notice, he says, even I cannot give you immortality. Even I go through cycles of creation and destruction. But what else do you want? So the demon thought, oh, a woman can never kill me. So the demon had been praying to Brahma for a long time. And it's one of the surprising that the gods, when they wanted something, also pray to the creator. Demons also. So the same source gives blessings once they have been. And gods do not have an option. That is also there. The gods cannot, oh, so you have been blessed, you have been asking for blessings for this month. I cannot, I'm going to say no to you. You are a demon and you are a god. The gods give equivocally. So the Brahma had to give to the demon the gift that the demon was asking for. And once he said immortality. He said, no, nothing doing. Even I am not immortal. I also will be changed. That's what Brahma says, the creator. So the demon says, okay, then give me something impossible. Let's have that if some lady, this was much before the me too and you too and she too. And so femininity was like prayed to, but not so powerful. So let me think of the impossible. Let's have that if I have to die, let it be by the hands of the lady. And he thought it's an impossible scenario. And once he had that, he took over and he started to wreak havoc, as they said. And there was one place where they were praying, and he went dressed as a lady. And there are certain rituals where you are not supposed to be tempted. And he tempted the people who were meditating, and they said, "Okay, may you be killed by a lady." So that's a part of the story. And then he took over the heaven, the kingdom of heaven. So he became like the Zeus. He became the chief god, and he pushed the gods out of the heaven. So the gods now went to the Trinity. The gods went to the Trinity, which is Vishnu, the preserver of the universe, Brahma, the creator, the guy who had given the first gift, and to the destroyer, Shiva. So they went to the Holy Trinity and said that, look, we are gods and we are less in number than demons. Because gods represent our good side and demons represent temptation. So temptations are, of course, every day. There are so many temptations. Good thoughts are one or two or three. So they went to the Trinity, and the Trinity says, okay, we will create a feminine energy. We will invoke the primal feminine energy, and we will give her all that she needs to destroy the demon. And then Durga comes up. She's in a red sari, which indicates violence over the bad parts, over the demonic parts. And she rides a tiger or a lion in different types of, and that shows her mastery over the forces of nature. She has got a mace, which means Hanuman's servitude, that I give up of the blessing. She has got a trident, meaning the three qualities of inactivity, activity, and superactivity, or sleeping, you can say. She has got the bow, which means the character, because the bow shoots the arrow, where it lands, that's how your character is forming your destiny. She has the conch, which means oh, it's called prana. And she had got the knife. The knife represents knowledge, which cuts ignorance. And she has the arrow of going and achieving the objective. So she has these, and she also, it's not visible here, but she also has, should be there, she also has lotus, because lotus means enlightenment, your unflowering of yourself. So with these weapons, she attacks Mahishasur, and then Mahishasur is too powerful. So the Devi, the feminine energy, replicates herself as 9 other different forms of feminine energies. And then the 9 different feminine energies win over, and one of them is even a demon who is created is that Mahishasur lets loose from his army. He also has an army. He's a demon that no matter how many times he kills, the moment his blood comes to the earth, it sprouts another demon. So one of the forms of Devi is called Kali. She is the bloodsucker. She looks like she is the most ferocious because she drinks the blood of the demon before it hits earth. So everything is symbolical, but everything looks terrible also. On the surface, there is a war. But this war is the war between us and our temptations. And temptations are what? The thought, oh, I should judge someone. I should think that someone is good or bad, put myself down, etc. So all these thoughts which make us go down, these are our demons. And the blessings are the ones which make us go up. And it's a forever battle. The heavy thoughts making us go down, oh, others have more, I have less, and this, and I don't have love, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough thingies, and if I have these 3 things, I would be happy, if I had respect from others, and our divine blessings from the mother flowing from the top, and our heaviness. The 2 battles. Heaviness is in the mind, and blessings are flowing all across. So most people on the planet right now, they're happily agnostic. They're happily, and it's okay, because if you are focused on money and you spend your life on this planet making money, and we are all in the rat race, and you're making whatever, you're living your life for the money or for relationship or whatever you think is important in your mind. All that time, unless it is done with a prayer, is time which has been more or less wasted. So you can think for the whole week, I did so many useful things. I went to the office, I did this, or I stayed at it, I did this project work, I made my boss happy, I made this, etc. I had tea, I had this, I went to the gym or didn't go to the gym, I took care of my body, etc. And 1 hour this whole week, I spent listening to the Indian guy, the bald Indian guy, let's say. Now, our interactions are pure meditation. So at some point, you certainly find out, oh shucks, all the rest of the 7 days and 24 hours in them, the time that I was sleeping, eating, doing different things, was total waste. And that 1 hour of meditation was what mattered. Everything else, what value is there? How is that helping the universe? Our meditation with you, each and every second that you're spending in communion with each other, is communion with God. If we don't see God in each other in this meditation group, on the YouTube or wherever, if we don't see God in each other right now or whenever or wherever, if you don't see God in our communion and communication right now, you will never be able to see God. Because this is God at its most obvious. Because the blessings of the mother have been invoked. Everyone is blessed on this planet. If the person was not blessed, they just wouldn't be present in the universe. The stone, your neighbor, your mother-in-law, your husband, your wife, everyone and everything is blessed. Otherwise, they just would not be present in this whole creation. If something or someone has been created, doesn't matter if it's an earthworm or it's an elephant or it's you or it's me, no matter what it looks like, since it has been created by the divine, it is divine. Think of it, close your eyes and imagine in the center of the forehead, the whole universe. And in this universe, you see a city. And in this city, you see a person like you living. And this person has the same life as yours. And this person looks at everything around and says, I am different and everything else is different. While you, the creator of this dream, knows that you created everything out of nothing. And this person in your dream is no different than the rest of the dream. It's the same energy. And everything, the same energy is the primal, the mother energy. So there is matter and there is that energy that shakes the matter. And that shaking energy is the mother energy, the source. And Durga is the primal energy. She kills the demons so that you become aware of your own blessings, that your life is supposed to be a cognizant blessing for others. Whatever you do for yourself, for your eating, for your health, for your ego, for your job, for your family, whatever you do for what you think is your own, and I'm taking care of the most important, me, what's in it for me, that's the formula. Everything that you do for yourself is a total waste of time. Everything that you do in a state of communion with God, seeing God in everything around you, understanding that you are a blessing and doing whatever. You can have food, someone was asked, you can have sex, you can have anything, but you do it in a state of blessing by praying mentally. May I be a blessing for everyone. And to unlock that sense of and that responsibility that you are on this planet and you have a responsibility to be a blessing for others of unconditional love, that's enlightenment in 1 second. And to get to that blessing, because we are all lost, COVID and this and that, so much life has become complicated, even though it's become so much more comfortable than it used to be. People are never as comfortable as right now. In 1910, etc., only the richest of the richest had a car and all that. Now I have got 2 cars. But everyone, the cars for $2,000, $1,000 where they're earning. So everyone has a car. And then people even with cars, etc., can see, oh, I don't have the latest this car, and feel that they're poor. That's a different story. But we have amazing amount of comfort. But the enlightenment is closing eyes. And most people pray. 95% of the planet does pray, but they pray in a formal way, using the words of their forefathers, etc., which is all okay. I need you to pray feeling the blessings of the mother. These are 9 days, very special 9 days. From yesterday, they have clocked in, it's called Navratri. the 9 days when Devi, the mother, blesses us in 9 of her forms. The forms that she took out when she was fighting Mahishasur, the demon, the bull demon, is half bull, buffalo rod. And those demonic powers of temptations and lower thoughts, anything that makes us sad, oh, my life is not so good, or they say all these thoughts, these are demonic thoughts. And the mother's blessings need to be taken at a 3 level. I'll be saying the very simple mantra, and you are going to be unlocking the Durga energy inside yourself. It is around also, but it is inside your heart that it needs to be activated. To do that, when I will be saying the mantra, you're going to be feeling the energy going up and down, and 3 things will be happening. When the energy inside the universe that you call the body goes up or down, anything that it hits gets transmuted to golden light. Any thought that you have inside your head or in your body that I'm not happy enough, I need this to be happy, I need that to be had, I wish I had this, I'm sad without that. It's all these things of being incomplete, inadequate. All these things will be removed when the energy inside you, and the energy is going to be unlocked by the form or the vibration of the mantra. So the mantra, when it gets inside you, becomes a blessing. The form will be the words that I'll be speaking, the mantra, the prayer. And your job is to feel the energy go up and down. And it's there because the mother is the mother. She doesn't judge you. So there is nothing to restrict her. It is unconditional love. No matter what you have done, no matter what you could have done, it does not matter to her. She's like the sun radiating and burning herself, radiating love, not asking you, oh, what have you done? Oh, you have done this, you look like this, etc. Nothing. What's your age, background? Nothing. You are in my domain. I'm going to bless you. So that is what you need to be changing inside yourself to be like the mother. Closing eyes. Feel the primal Durga. Om unlocks your hidden divinity. You take away your focus from your body, your life, everything that stops you, restricts you, keeps you a prisoner of thinking. Om activates your hidden divine energy of self-knowledge of who you are. You're not the body, you're not the mind, you're not the intellect, the way of thinking. You are this divine force of blessing inside you. So the first is just feel the vibration. Om. Dam is the seed, power word of Durga. Dam. Feel it like an explosion. And then Durga Namo. Om. Dam. Durga Namo. Om Dam Durga Namo. Om Dam Durga Namo. Om Dam Durga. I want inside you the energy to be now looking like a lotus, opening your heart, opening your mind, so that you are open, nothing is clenched. You let go of all your demons. You win over your demons by letting them go. Let them go free with full respect. Thank you, this thought, you demon, you were with me. You were making me small when I needed to be small. Now, let my divine blessing flow through me to others on the planet. Om Dam Durgaya Namo. Om Dam Durgaya Namo. I want the mantra to be doing a healing operation inside. It's like a surgical operation, removing all your heaviness from your kidneys, all your fears from the kidneys are removed. This unlocking of your lotus self inside you. It's removing and cleaning your kidneys of all fear, liver of all anger, heart of all pain and desires unfulfilled. Everything is washed out. Your spine is becoming free of all stress. Your head is free of all doubts. Oh, Gam Durga Namo. Om Dam Durga Namo. Om Dam Durga Namah. Om Dam Durga Namah. See the golden fountain in the shape of the flower lotus inside you. Your heart is totally open and you are becoming, see yourself, your life in the future as a blessing for everyone. Om Nam Durga Namah. Om Dam Durga Namah. Om Dam Durga Namah. Om Dam Durga Namah. Om Dam Durga Namah. Open your heart, smile from your heart, share it with your angels. Learn the mantra Om Dam Durgaya Namah. Om Dam Durgaya Namah. With your breathing. Om Dam, let it go down. Dam Durga, it comes up with a force. Durga Namo Agon. So that inside yourself there is the ocean of divinity is unlocked and you are a wave. Om Dam Durgaya Namah. Om Dam Durgaya Namah. And a wave has got no restriction. Wave is pure energy. It is open, otherwise it won't be energy. It is unrestricted, totally trusting the universe, totally trusting the ocean of which it is a part. There is no disconnect between the wave and the ocean. They are one. So right now you are divine and enlightened. Om Dam Durgaya Namah. 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 Om Nam Durga Namah. See yourself free of all restrictions. Om Dam Durga Namah. Om Dam Durga Namah. Om Dam Durga Namah. Be reborn. Be reborn as a golden light. Om Durga. Slowly come back to this planet and know that you are enlightened. When the golden light inside you is enlightened, is open. And when you are living your life as a blessing for others, you are automatically granted enlightened by the divine energy of the Mother. So these 9 days, starting from yesterday, these are 9 divine and holy and very auspicious days to refer to the Mother Self in different forms. So Durga is the first one. And then there are other forms of Durga. It gets changes. The energy is never in one place. And in different parts of life, in different phases, we need different blessings. But they have to start off with Durga, the destroyer of the demons of the demons are our own thoughts which make us go down. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. The mantra once more, and you can check on the YouTube, and you can check out from Durga. These are the special 9 days, it's Navratri. It's Om Dam Durga Namah. It will, you ask for the blessings from the Mother. These 9 days, she just cannot say no. She even on other days, but these 9 days, you will feel it very, very prompt. The blessings inside you as an energy shaking you and cleaning you up. So our job is to change, not to relax within the meditation, like have a meditation and then go back to the old way of thinking. The job is with the blessings to change our thinking so that the lower self of our personality, of these demons, of these envy, jealousy, judgments at others, it's removed because everyone is a child of the same one. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. And if you have any questions, you can send them to me or you can ask me for a Zoom session or anything. And I never charge for anything because all our interactions are a meditation. Okay? And the words are Om Tat